Sounds like snow, right? But it's actually a $2 bag of cornstarch. And for the past 100 years, movies have been using Foley sounds to trick your ears.
Today, we'll be taking a look at how this craft came to be, as well as competing to recreate it using the same techniques as the original artists.
The practice of using Foley sounds, creatively named after post-production sound pioneer Jack Foley, is at its core adding in sounds that weren't actually recorded on set, like the sound of someone breaking a bone. Obviously, no one's going to sacrifice their bones for a role. I'm looking at you, Tom Cruise. So a Foley artist would come in after the shot was filmed and dub it using one of their most effective tools, vegetables. Or say they need to simulate the sound of a campfire. Or dramatize a sword pull.
And yes, these are all real techniques. And later in this video, we'll show you how they all work together as we compete to create some iconic movie scenes.
Making effects like this rather than on set allows for greater flexibility and control while editing. But it wasn't always like this. In fact, the birth of modern Foley brings us back almost to the rise of cinema itself. The year is 1926, and at this point, films had zero built-in audio, and were often accompanied by a live orchestra. This is, until Warner Brothers' Don Juan, the first ever feature film to have both its own recorded music and sound effects. This audio was recorded on records, and then played back in time with the film projector, thanks to a huge and very loud machine known as a Vitaphone.
So the Vitaphone's job was simple. All it has to do is start the film projector and the record player at the same time, like this.
Except, this is 100 years ago, and way back then technology was way less precise than it is now. Even if you could start the two machines at the exact same instant, their two playbacks would slowly drift apart from one another. So to fix this, they mechanically coupled both machines to one motor, so that if either one sped up or slowed down, the other one would do the same. And just a year later, Warner Brothers released yet another movie using this new technology, The Jazz Singer, which will go down in history as being the first ever movie to have spoken dialogue.
You ain't heard nothing yet.
And with Warner Brothers making this huge leap forward in film technology, another major production studio was being left in the dust. That's right, Universal Studios. Founded only 20 years prior, Universal was already a major player in the film industry, boasting the world's largest motion picture production facility in the entire world at the time. But now, they had some catching up to do. At this point, Universal had already begun production on their new and extremely expensive silent feature, 1929's Showboat. The company had already dropped over $1.2 million on this production. That's over $25 million today. But in a market now demanding sound, the studio had to make some drastic changes, or else the film, and possibly even Universal Studios itself, would be doomed to a silent death. Enter Jack Foley, a prior assistant director and production staff member at the studio, known for his ability to solve creative problems under pressure. Universal called on Foley to take their already shot and mostly silent film and turn it into a modern, sound-synced movie. This presented itself as quite the challenge, as all film audio up to this point was either recorded on set during filming or ahead of time so that actors could lip-sync their lines. But Foley and his team were given an almost completely silent film, and the seemingly impossible task of giving it sound. So in some forgotten side room turned sound studio, they set off to make the impossible possible. So with a projector playing the film and whatever miscellaneous props they could find, the team began to recreate the sounds that you would hear in each scene. The audio that the team created was captured on an optical sound-on-film recorder, which printed the audio track directly onto the film reel. And what's even crazier is that the volume was controlled by light exposure. This method was great since the audio and visual elements were already linked. No noisy in-sync record machine needed. But it was also its greatest weakness. Since the audio was written directly on the film reel, there was no room for mistakes. Passes had to be made in long sweeps, often spanning several scenes, meaning you couldn't just redo one footstep if you missed it. You had to restart the entire sequence. And what's more, the team couldn't even listen back to a take without printing the film, so they just had to hope they got it all right. Wow. I can't believe they're doing this all in suits.
It all is one long take.
Oh, there's the cellophane for the fire. There's just so many layers on top of each other.
And they all just have to be perfectly timed.
I mean, it's basically a stage play at that point. But despite how brutal the process was, It actually worked. Foley and his team were able to successfully add post-production sound to this once almost entirely silent film, giving it the opening day reception that only dreams are made of, saving not just this film, but quite possibly the entire production studio, and paving way for Universal's greatest hits like Dracula and Frankenstein. In fact, this technique worked so well that the studio called them back to do it again, and again, and again, and again, and you get the idea. They even built their own studios called Foley stages, filled with whatever props they could possibly need to recreate any sounds put in front of them. And by the 1930s, Jack Foley's name was synonymous with his craft, hence why we still call it that today. And this method wasn't just something used in the past. It's actually way more prevalent now than it was back then. Anytime a movie shows a visual effect, it needs sound design to accompany it, especially in anything animated, like a Pixar movie or video game. Since these shots aren't actually filmed, there is no on-set audio. It all has to be created by hand. And now Kat and I will be attempting to create our very own Foley sounds in order to recreate some iconic movie scenes. And after trying to recreate our scene, we'll take a look at how the original artists actually did it. And if you want to see more creative projects like this one, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, for you, I've got a clip from Pirates of the Caribbean. It looks Jack's compass when it's spinning erratically.
Yeah.
Weigh anchor, all hands, prepare to make sail.
Okay, you hear it? You want to try your hand at recreating it?
Yep.
First, you've got this antique chest,
Very piratey.
and then a fishing reel, and last but not least, a crystal glass.
All three very piratey options. Okay, so I think this one is pretty obvious. I would assume it's just the compass closing, just sort of like that. That's my guess for that one.
Okay,
This one is a little more confusing.
fair enough.
I feel like there are a lot of things on this that could make sounds. The spinning,
Okay,
or this metal bit. I don't know. Or a
Okay.
combination. Maybe the jingle even is supposed to be there.
oh yeah, I
Like
do
if I
hear
put my
that.
finger there, it jingles more.
Yeah,
Now this one I'm a little confused about.
yeah.
But because there's water in it, I'm assuming it has something to do with that. Do the singing glass. I used to know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that that's probably this purpose. It's kind of squeaky.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be it.
If anyone were to have a squeaky compass, it would be Captain Jack.
I don't know what else it could do, because I kind of thought like rolling or something maybe, but there's water in it, so probably not. I
Okay.
kind of think it's that.
You ready to start trying to put it together?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll start with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like it should just be, unless it's not. What if it's something entirely different? I feel like it would sound more boxy though.
What do you want to layer on top?
I'm gonna go with the spinning. I kind of want the slight rattling sound.
Rattling sound. We've heard that before.
Try and match the speed too.
You got it?
Yep, let's try it.
There you go. I think you might have got it.
I think I got it, yeah.
Let's see what they actually did. All three clips have been stacked and put together with the film so we can see how you did.
All hands, prepare to make sail.
That actually sounds pretty spot on.
Yeah.
You actually did really good. Like I wasn't expecting that because that one was really archaic, I feel like.
Yeah.
But no, you got all three correct.
Okay.
I mean, it was perfect. It was spot on. You got the compass sound with the rattle.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the glass, we had our wow moment.
I think you should try it.
I don't know about that. I have a feeling this won't go well. That is so cool.
I think it's really cool how they layered it all, like coming up with all these different
Yeah.
elements and layering it to get the perfect
Yeah,
sound.
I think that's really what gives it the depth and like the realism.
You ready to see yours?
Sure, what you got for me?
Your clip is from Jurassic Park.
Awesome.
And it's the Velociraptor egg hatch scene.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Come on then. There you are.
Oh, yeah. So it's a lot of cracking and just goo. I never would have even thought like about the Foley for this. What do I have?
First, we've got a pineapple,
What am I supposed to do with this?
a cantaloupe,
Not what I was expecting for a dinosaur egg.
and an ice cream cone.
Okay, well that's more what I was expecting. I mean, obviously this is the cracking sound, like the, just the... Oh, that sounded visceral. It confuses me too that this one is whole, but this one is cut up. This being cut up gives me the impression that it is something to do with like the mushy sound. This is about to be gross. Just the... Oh, I hate that with everything in me, but you know what I mean? Kind of the mush. Ugh. I have no... What do I do with the pineapple? I mean, you know...
Yeah.
That would be like the T-Rex walking. That's not the Velociraptor hatching.
No. Much more gentle.
Oh, no, maybe like just a little thump. I don't guess so. That doesn't sound right. I mean, what else can you do with a pineapple? No. Okay. Okay.
I didn't say no.
Your face said all the no I ever need. You like roll it? That literally made no sound. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna give it a go.
Go for it.
I'm gonna start with the obvious. Now I need the goo. I need the goop. Ugh, all the membrane. Ugh. I'm gonna say it's the rolling. That one sounds the most real to me. I don't know, just like light, wrestly dinosaur movement.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confident in that. It even has like a little chirping sound. It has everything.
Yeah.
So, am I right?
You did pretty good. Here it is.
Push. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay, yeah. Definitely the waffle cone. Maybe the cantaloupe. No idea on the pineapple still though.
Sounds pretty good though.
It does. I'm happy with it. So how'd they actually do it?
They got the first two right.
Okay.
But the pineapple, you were really close. I actually found footage for yours.
Yeah? Can we see it?
Yeah.
These large ice cream cones will end up being the egg cracking sound. The cantaloupe is more of the wet
Yeah,
sound.
so she did the same thing with the cantaloupe. Okay, she has gloves though.
And this becomes the dinosaur skin.
I would have never gotten that. That's insane. That's just fascinating to me because like when I'm watching that movie, never would I imagine that I'm hearing a pineapple, cantaloupe, and waffle cones making the sound of this dinosaur hatch. That's actually really fascinating. So next time you watch a movie, pay attention to what you're hearing. Because truthfully, film isn't just a visual medium, it's audio-visual. Ever notice the eerie sounds of the Upside Down in Stranger Things? Or the electronic hum of the lightsabers in Star Wars? Oh yeah, remember that cornstarch effect from earlier? Anytime you are watching TV, or playing a video game, or even watching this video, odds are you are encountering some form of Foley.